Alright, this is day 3 of 5 minutes of me talking to get better at speaking. So I'm just gonna act like someone in front of me, talking right now. But one thing I wanted to talk about was being detached from results, being detached from outcomes, and just being active. Constant action is very important because of a few things. This is how I see it. Let me just get to the point. When you do something to get something back out of it, it is transactional. It's just, you're doing it to get something back out of it. You go to work, get a paycheck. They can replace you anytime. You can quit at any time. There's really nothing there. There might be a little bit of relationship there, or, you talk to this girl and all you guys ever do is hook up. And, even though you're two people, you know each other a little bit, that's all you ever do. And it just feels like, you spend money to go on a date, or maybe you spend your time with her, and then that's what you get out of it, is to be hooked up. But like, love is different. When you love something, like, I say a good example is little kids, is when they play sports or they play video games, they can go for hours on end, and because they don't know that they will never get anything out of it, they don't really see that. They can't really tell, when is a good time to stop, because they're just enjoying the fact that they are playing video games. And, you can say, oh, video games are just subjectively enjoyable, but not to everybody, which is why it's like important to find something that you enjoy yourself. But anyways, my point is, I was getting into is, when you do something, it shouldn't always be for you to get something out of it. It should sometimes just be just because that's how you tell yourself that you truly love yourself, that you're doing this not just because you're going to get something out of it, but because it's like a love letter to yourself. I'm doing this because of you. And you really need to do that. You really need to love yourself. At the end of the day, you really need to put yourself first. You need to do things for yourself. And especially when it's non-transactional, when it's not directly correlated to getting something out of it, like money or goods, or short-term enjoyment, something that you just enjoy doing, something that in the moment is more enjoyable than what you're gonna get after. That's why it's important to have passions. Well, let's talk about, kind of out of ideas, but that was just something I wanted to say. It's nice though, like, once you figure that thing out, life gets a lot easier. Well, I feel like, I would imagine, just imagining right now, like, imagine you find that thing and you're doing it for hours on it. Let's just say, for some people, it is playing basketball. For some people, and like Michael Jordan, even though at first it was transactional, at first it was, I need to make this basketball team. Maybe yeah, it was transactional the whole time for him. I don't know. You kind of can't tell, but there has to be a point where it's like, okay, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm this good. I can just be this fine and okay, and I'll still go to the NBA, and I'll still, make a couple $1 million. But he persisted. He stayed outside for all day long, for those long summers, because we all kind of feel like there is a point that what you're doing gets, you can tell when you're good at it, and you can tell when you got what you wanted out of it. So most people usually stop, but to really find something that, you can really tell you're good at it, and then you keep going just because you want to, that is true wealth in this life. And I wish it for every single one of us. All right. And I'm going to start saying this at the end of videos. But put God first and stay blessed, guys. Bye.